What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and most toxic black man on the internet. And I am black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. Good God Almighty, folks. I thought I had seen the last of this buffoonery, but apparently it's something that has been festering within the black manosphere, and there are still idiots out there who keep trying to push it out and making it seem like it's something sensible. And what I'm talking about are these black males, straight black males, or at least they claim to be, and they want to find another straight black male to be in a relationship with them. That way, these two men can have bigger and better income and be able to raise their children, and they'll be able to, do still have their girlfriends and women on the side or whatever, but they'll be married to another straight male and their financials will be a lot stronger. Okay. Now, I've talked about this before, okay, because there's a couple of buffoons on social media actually giving this the thumbs up. But now you got one of these types of clowns who have this mindset actually decided to show up to the Kendra G show. And Kendra G is a radio host. She also does these singles events and, dating advice and whatnot, and tries to help people find relationships. And she was doing a show the other day, and one of these clowns actually called her and asked, could she hook him up with another single black man? Okay, not making it up. And a lot of people, they watched this and felt that, he's just doing this for clout, or he's just doing this to be funny. But as soon as I heard this, like I said, I've heard this before. This is nothing new. Black men in the manosphere actually talk about this. Now, for those black males in the manosphere who will get mad at me for saying that, or who will get upset with me for bringing this up, don't get mad at me. You need to get these Negroes out of your movement. If you don't want me to compare them to you, or don't want me to say that they're a part of you, get those Negroes out of here and criticize them, or openly criticize them at the very least. Because what you Negroes will do is, for some ridiculous reason, you feel all black men have to have solidarity. So no matter what type of bullshit a black man comes up with, you'll go along with it just for the sake of this whole gender war nonsense and saying that all black men need to have solidarity and we all need to stick together with nonsense. I'm not co-signing nonsense. This is why I'm not going to be part of the manosphere, okay? Because if I see something that is not right, or something that just doesn't make any sense, I'm going to say it. I'm not some fool who's a lemming and a sheep who's just going to follow some Negro off a cliff because I'm trying to be in some solidarity with some Negro saying ridiculousness. If you're saying something ridiculous, I don't want to be in solidarity with you. I'm not with you. I'm not one of you, okay? And if you want to get mad at me for that, fine. But you need to check Negroes like this. If they're doing something wrong, tell them and stop them from saying something wrong. Okay? I have no problem putting someone who claims to be pro-black in check. Okay? I've criticized them several times. You need to do the same if you want to be taken seriously. I know most of you don't care. You don't care whether you're taken seriously or not. You just want to make sure you have a strong enough enclave of Negroes to fight against black women. That's fine. Just go ahead and do that. But when I do videos like this, don't get mad. All right. I know that's like telling the sun not to come up, but because weak Negroes in the manosphere are going to be butthurt regardless of what I say. But that's what I'm telling you here right now. Okay. So I'm going to play the audio of this clown calling Kendra G. And then I'm going to give some commentary as we go along, and also talk about the nonsense that he's trying to bring up. And I will provide a link to the old video I did about this so you folks can go watch it there. All right. So let's play this audio and hear what this clown has to say about wanting to marry another straight man. Lord have mercy.
Where you calling me from, Terrence?
Detroit, Michigan.
I don't normally ask height, but you seem tall. How tall are you?
I'm only 5'9".
Really? You seem a lot taller. Okay. 41 Terrence, Detroit, 5'9". What do you do for a living?
I own my own construction. I do
On your
demolition and reconstruction.
construction. Okay. Do you have any kids?
7 boys.
You have 7 kids.
Yes.
By how many women?
3.
What are your kids' ages?
One is 24, 13, 11, 9, 6, 5, 2, yeah, 5 and
So already he's losing in the game. The fact that he's one of these Negroes who's knocked up some women and has a whole bunch of kids. Okay, and that's another problem I have with the manosphere. You guys wait until you cause all types of chaos, just having babies after baby after baby. Now you want to start talking about being a man and talking about man stuff. If you were being a man to begin with, you wouldn't wind up in this type of situation. Okay, and then even when you get into the manosphere, you're not even talking about being a man. You're just talking about just shitting on black women all the time as if it's all their fault that you got all these kids out of wedlock. Let's listen some more.
probably 2.
Why are you not with the 2-year-old mom?
Oh, she upstairs.
What happened?
She's upstairs.
So she's in the house, but he's calling a dating show, and Kendra is confused. But listen to the reasoning behind this. Why this Negro thinks this way.
What's going on? What are you looking for tonight?
I'm looking for a straight man that I can get with. We can get together. I can get new benefits. I just want benefits with us to be together, and we can work together, and don't got to worry about all the bullshit in a marriage. Like me
Are you gay?
have my money to do that.
So you're bisexual?
No, I'm straight. I just want another straight man so we can work together without all the bullshit. He can have all the girlfriends he want. I can have all the girlfriends I want. We just got the partnership on paper.
I guess that this whole lifestyle is just big black buck manosphere bliss. This is the ultimate version and where the manosphere movement is going, basically, is 2 grown ass bucks living together, and I guess they just join their incomes, take care of their kids or whatever, right? This is where they think they're going to. Now, they claim there's no homosexuality involved, but I guarantee you those Negroes are going to be snuggled up on the couch while they're watching the football game, or they're going to go on one of their little passport adventures overseas somewhere and wind up playing hide to kill Bassa under the covers at some point. But that's just my conjecture of where this whole nonsense is going. But these Negroes need to stop with this buffoonery. They really need to stop. Let's listen to some more.
I'm so confused. So you want to have? So are you You're not bisexual.
No, I just want somebody, a companionship. You know me, I don't got to worry about nobody taking half my money. We can build together, work on stuff, and he can have girlfriends. I can have girlfriends.
Pierce, are you trying to be funny?
No, for real.
So he has a girl upstairs, but he's looking for a male companion. You see how sick some of these Negroes are? How ridiculous a lot of these Negroes are nowadays? This is ridiculous.
Like a best friend. Like like a best friend, but we just married. We can get all the benefits.
So you want to marry? So you want to marry a straight man?
Yeah, but we can have our girlfriends, but we can all have.
Why would a straight man, Terrence? I'm not sure. Like that's why I'm trying to save you right now, because if you're trying to be a comedian, it's whack. So I don't want you to walk down this rabbit hole of I'm a comedian. I want to come on Kendra's show.
I'm not being a comedian. I'm really being honest. I was really thinking about something like this.
I know people do that at times, and I just want to make sure that ain't your goal, because you bombing if that's the case. So
no, I'm not. I'm really.
So you're telling me, as a straight man, you want to marry another straight man
just for benefits?
What straight man is?
Already been in.
What straight man?
I don't know. I think a couple. We didn't. Me and my homeboy, we didn't talk about it, and our homeboy told us, we was like, that those sound kind of good, because we got to worry about all the bullshit that comes with the modern day women.
See, now, if him and his homeboys are talking about this, all these Negroes, there's something wrong with them. Okay? All these Negroes, there's something wrong with them. If you get in a group of your quote unquote friends and some BS comes up and no one calls it out, that means all of you are idiots. Okay? That means there's something wrong with all of you. I'm not going to play any more of this. But when you get into your group of friends, you at least supposed to have at least one sensible person there. Or at least some of your boys come out and say, okay, dog, that sounds stupid. Let's not do that. Okay? That's what a true group of friends is. Some people are there going to put you in check. But see, this new mindset and this new mentality within the manosphere movement, like I just talked about, it's all about being a lemming. It's all about being a follower. And anyone who criticizes the guru or someone in the group, then all of a sudden you're all against that person that criticizes. Instead of taking a critical look of what you're following or what you're doing and seeing if it actually works or not, you guys just go along to get along and will literally follow any of these devils or buffoons or gurus or manosphere minstrels. You'll follow them off a cliff and be cool with that. But like I said, I just can't go with that. And when you see whacked out mindsets or whacked out ideas like this, a straight man talking about, I'm trying to find another straight man to marry, and he's got all the women confused about this. But let's not just put this all on the men, because there are black women out here marrying themselves. So this type of ridiculous mindset on both sides of the gender war has pushed black men and black women to doing some of the most dumbest, ridiculous things ever. You got black men talking about, let's get married together and share the benefits. And you got goofy black women talking about, I'm going to marry myself and be happy and actually have a wedding. All the people that go to these weddings are dumb too, by the way. Just like I talked about the group of black males who are dumb for not bringing up how ridiculous this plan is, the idiots that go to these single women weddings, there's something wrong with you too. I'm not going to some fool's wedding talking about I'm getting married to myself. And that's what I'm wondering, what these Negroes are going to do. When the first group of straight buck dancing Negroes gets married, what are your friends, are your boys going to go to that? Let me ask you brothers out there. If your friend says, hey, I'm getting married to another man for the benefits, would you come to the wedding? What you going to say? I'm going to say, hell no, Negro, I'm not going to that wedding. I'm not co-signing any buffoonery like this. You fools go and get married and have your little honeymoon and play Snuggly Bear under the covers. I'm not going for that. Okay? I don't want to ever be a part of nonsense like that. I'm not talking about actual homosexuality. I'm talking about this buffoonery that these black males are talking about involving themselves with. Likewise for the black women who want to get married to themselves, which is just as ridiculous. Okay? I guess you're just lonely in the hotel room when you have your honeymoon with a vibrator or something, or a sex doll. I don't know. But you guys can let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. I'd like to hear your opinions on this, and I will provide a link from my old video where I talked about this mindset, as well as the link to the Kendra G video where she's talking to this buffoon here. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on a devil's back.